Hello, creators, and welcome to Rediscovering Be Something Wonderful, where we share timeless content from deep within our video archives that don't just inspire you, they ignite you. Every so-called negative condition, sickness, struggle, lack, fear, is nothing more than the absence of first cause. It's the shadow cast when you turn your attention away from I am and toward the illusion of secondary causes, the world of appearances, opinions, and effects. When you focus on conditions, you forget you are first cause, and what you call healing becomes just another experience in the illusionary world of secondary causation. But the instant you return to first cause, to the knowing that I am the source, supply, and substance of all things, the illusion of sickness collapses. Wholeness was never lost, only forgotten. Because what you call dis-ease is simply the mind denying its own divine ease. So stop giving your power away to secondary causes and return to the first cause, you. Then you'll know that nothing ever needed to be healed, only remembered. Welcome to Rediscovering Be Something Wonderful. Today on Be Something Wonderful, how to heal anything, no matter how serious the conditions. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. Big video this morning. It comes from a session yesterday with a new client, and she was a new client and also brand new to the channel. And what she was saying is, Tom, I just started watching your videos, but I've been through some big traumatic events in my life, and I've had some really big losses lately. My health is failing. I lost a loved one that's close to me. I recently had a breakup, so I'm feeling some heartbreak, and I'm having some financial difficulties. It just feels like it's all falling apart, and it's hard for me to look at these conditions and believe that they're an illusion. They feel very real to me. Well, guys, I want to talk about this today and more. Of course, I've talked about illusions, that it's not necessarily real, right? Hear this, but that it's not what it seems. There's a greater reality behind all of it. And A Course in Miracles hits this idea. One of the fundamental teachings of A Course in Miracles is that ideas leave not their source. In other words, your thoughts, your ideas is what creates reality. And you look out at reality and you look at those events, those effects, those conditions as now separate from you. So you're trying to heal, fix, improve those conditions. But A Course in Miracles says ideas leave not their source. So it's not the outer conditions, the outer illness, the circumstances in your life that you need to fix, improve, or change. It's the idea or the thought within, because that changes everything. This isn't new, but it's going to feel new to you today like it never has before, right? This is what A Course in Miracles says. Illusions are illusions and are false. What are they calling illusions? A Course in Miracles. That objective reality, because there is no objective reality. John Wheeler, the scientist, said there is no out there out there. It's your idea, it's your thought. And that's the only thing that, quote, needs healing, right? Remember, you're perfect. And you are the perfect idea, the perfect thought of God. And when you have ideas or thoughts that are contrary to that or unlike that, that's what A Course in Miracles is calling an illusion. Because then you project that out and see those as objective conditions apart from you. The only illusion is the illusion of separation. That you are separate from the things that you are seeing. They are coming from within you, right? Illusion, this is a great definition. Perception of something, hear this, perception of something objectively existing in such a way as to cause misinterpretation of its actual nature. Perfect. Perfect definition. Perception that it objectively exists, which misinterprets its actual nature, its true nature. Its true nature is an idea or thought within you, right? There is no out there. All sickness comes from separation. When the separation is denied, it goes. Wow. It comes from bringing cause and effect together by seeing the unity of who you are, right? For it is gone as soon as the idea that brought it has been healed. Do you see it? It's your idea that's opposed to the idea of God's will, or the idea that God has for you, right? Perfect unity, perfect love, perfect health, perfect divine being, right? So none of it is separate from the idea or thought of it. None of it's separate from your thought. It's never about healing, fixing, improving, or changing anything out there, right? It's about healing the thought or idea behind it. That's what A Course in Miracles means. The perception, healing your perception, your partial perception. That's the only healing we're talking about. Seeing the real you. Perception changes. This is what A Course in Miracles says. Made to take the place of changeless knowledge, or that knowing within. Yet it is truth unchanged. It cannot be perceived but only known. That truth within you, that unity within you, can't be perceived by your 3D senses. It has to be known. It's a knowing within you. That's the conviction. That's the feeling Neville Goddard talked about, a feeling of wish fulfilled. It's a knowing. It's a conviction. So there's only the truth of God, absolute love, perfect well-being, right? The idea or thought that you can be separate from God, that you can divide up the whole of infinity or God, creates the illusion of illness. That's what A Course in Miracles means by illusion. Right? You're trying to divide up the whole, infinity. That creates an illusion. There's no opposite to God or perfect health. You can only think or believe there is, or have that experience. Believe in that experience, right? What is perceived takes many forms, but none has meaning. Wow, Course in Miracles. All perception has really no meaning outside of what you give it, right? Ideas leave not their source, right? So, the thought or idea of illness, health issues, or other unwanted conditions, as my client was seeing, kept apart from truth, it seems to have a meaning and be real. This is what A Course in Miracles says right here. Kept apart from truth, it seems to have a meaning and be real. Because you're keeping it from who you really are. You're keeping it from the awareness of that unity behind it. The true thought of God, right? You believe it. It seems to be a reality to you. But it's only an experience or a perception of ultimate reality, right? It's partial, it's incomplete illusion, it's that less than 1%, right? Bring it to the truth of being, your awareness of your I am. Yet, and this is what A Course in Miracles says, yet has God given answer to the world of sickness, which applies to all its form. God gave you the answer. God's will is to give you everything and that you have everything. That's God's will, that's God's answer. So, but this condition, this event, this illness, this situation is different. This is arguing for your limitations. This was my client, right? Yesterday, early on, right? It is impossible that one illusion, this is what A Course in Miracles says, be less amenable to truth than other rest. But it is possible that some are given greater value and less willingly offered the truth, healing for help. Do you see it? Some are given greater value. What is A Course in Miracles pointing at here? Pointing at the idea of importance, inflated importance. We give it importance. But do you see that? Right? We believe one is more important or possible than the other, when they're all illusions, when they all come from that false idea of who you are. Right? The truth of oneness and wholeness heals. Unity heals. Separation makes you sick, literally. Right, literally makes you sick. No illusion has any truth in it. Yet it appears some are more true than others, although this clearly makes no sense. It makes no sense, right? No illusion has any truth in it. So how can one be more important than the other or more true than the other? Wow, that's big. That's really big. So all that a hierarchy of illusions, in other words, importance is what A Course in Miracles is getting at, can show is preference, not reality. That's big. It shows what you prefer, what you believe is more important. you give importance or preference to one reality or illusion over another. That's what importance does, right? It's a preference. But your preferences or importance gives them no reality. It makes no sense. Your preference or importance gives them no reality. There is no reality to them. There's only ultimate. Not one is, this is what A Course in Miracles says, not one is true in any way. Not one. And all must yield with equal ease to what God gave as an answer to them all. God's will is one. The answer is unity, not separation. They all must yield with equal ease to that one thought. Any wish that seems to go against his will has no foundation in truth. Wow. Wow. Powerful. So, the most fundamental teaching of A Course in Miracles, as I said, is ideas leave not their source. John Wheeler says there's no out there. In other words, there's no objective reality. Cause and effect are one, not separate. Those effects, those conditions you're seeing are not separate from cause. Ideas leave not their source. But the good news is, if that's true, God, you are the perfect idea of God. And that idea does not leave its source. It does not leave God. So you are already one. That's the good news. Your mind can wish to be deceived, the messy middle, but cannot make it be what it is not. No matter how much you believe in that messy middle, it can't be true. You cannot make it what it is not. You are a divine idea of God. The miracle is bringing cause and effect together, bringing the unity. Healing, all healing is about healing separation, right? Separation makes you sick, makes you ill, gives you heartache, right? The healing of effect without the cause, right? That's what we try to do. We try to go go after the conditions and the effects and the conditions and try to heal those, try to fix those, try to heal yourself, try to fix yourself. Right? The healing of effects without the cause can merely shift effects to other forms. And you know when you've done that, even my client said, more things started going wrong. That's why you're just changing. It's not that, it's just those effects are changing into other effects. And this is not a release. You're not releasing it. You just keep hitting the effects. Right? The only truth is the thought and will of God. The healing of effect without the cause can merely shift effects to other forms. Whew. So big today. But what is the will of God? He wills his son have everything. And this he guaranteed when he created him as everything. Wow. Here, just pause with that. This is the will. What is the will of God? A Course in Miracles asks the question and answers it. Asked and answered. He wills his son have everything. You. And this he guaranteed when he created him as everything. God created you as everything. Right? You are the perfect idea of God, and ideas leave not their source. If that doesn't give you tingles up your spine, I don't know what does. It's impossible that anything be lost if what you have is what you are. Wow. You said you lost everything. It's impossible that anything be lost if what you have is what you are. And who are you? The Son of God. And who's the Son of God? The perfect idea of God. And what do we say about ideas? Ideas leave not their source. Whew. That is how to heal anything, no matter how serious the conditions. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Just thank you for liking the videos, sharing the videos, commenting, being a part of the channel, considering joining the membership channel. Thank you for all of that. And remember, we had our first live stream yesterday. It went amazing. I love you all. And I'm going to get better at chatting during the live stream. It's all sort of new and fun and amazing. And we hit some powerful questions and some powerful leveling up. All of us leveled up yesterday. And so the next live stream is for all subscribers and all members. That's February 5th, 2023, this Sunday at 9 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Coast Standard Time, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm going to come to you live again. And so be sure to join us, guys. I'll send out another note, and I'm still receiving questions on info@. Don't worry, if I don't get to your questions, we're going to get to them in a video. But I'm going to try to make these live streams a weekly thing, live with me try to do it weekly. But we'll see, maybe a couple times a month. We'll get there. And also, we have a Facebook group.
the Be Something Wonderful Ambassadors, where you can share insight and guidance and get insight and guidance. You can find us on facebook.com/group/Be Something Wonderful. Join us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, or just go to our website anytime at tomkearin.com or besomethingwonderful.com. Creators with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom. We'll see you soon.